Hello, this is nintenkwondo, and a while ago I promised or I said that I would make a LSDJ tutorial or like an advanced LSDJ tutorial about basslines on the Wave channel. I said this to one of my Twitter followers, and I neglected to do it until now. So this is going to be a track off of my upcoming album on Circuit Pulse Records, um, uh, and I use this drive like this bass line in using F commands, and I wanted to show off a quick tutorial on how to use F commands to make boring bass lines sound better. I put it on Twitter, and then the person who asked if I could make a longer tutorial. So that is what this is. So I'm going to just begin by playing the track, not in its entirety, but up until the bass line that I'm talking about, and then I'll kind of break down how exactly I made it. So I'm just going to first play the track. So. So the bass line kicked in right here on the highlighted area. I almost didn't play it actually. Kind of fumbled around. It's hard to, when you're used to using the actual hardware, the actual Game Boy, it's kind of hard to go back to emulators. I've got to learn where all of the keys are. So yeah, it starts right here, and it's pretty simple. It's just a pretty simple bass line, but I use these F commands in conjunction with some kind of table work with the F command. I'll break that down in a second. I guess I'll also kind of, I don't know if I need to break down the noise channel, but so yeah, to begin with, I just have this pretty simple kick drum on the on the every 4 beats. So it's pretty simple. It's just a sine wave, and it's got a. Oh, I didn't realize it actually has some side chaining using the M commands here, kind of make a fake side chain effect. But yeah, it's just a pretty simple sine wave kick drum, and the bass is also relatively simple for us outside of the F commands and stuff. So these F commands here, if you don't know what an F command does, wave instruments, if you just use this screen and you've never bothered to look over here in the wave screen, you might not know this, but it's comprised of different wave tables. So right here, what I'm cycling through is the actual wave of the instrument that I'm using. So the F command just kind of cycles through this this waveform to the different screens here. So essentially, what using the F command does is it cycles through manually, as opposed to just automating through the instrument. So if I were to set this to a loop or play once or whatever, it will just cycle through those screens, just one quickly run through it. But by using F commands, you can choose which screen the instrument's on. You can go really in depth with this and make some amazing wave instruments with it, but this one's relatively simple because it really just at random cycles through. So I just have some random integers here in the table, and that cycles through, and then I have some other less random, because I listened through and like played it through and listened to how it sounded, and I adjusted accordingly so that the F commands would be in, you know, opportune spots. But so this just plays the whole time, and I'll quickly play it isolated, and just play the isolated wave channel. So. So there you can kind of hear it in action. And oh, and I apologize. I am experiencing some like technical difficulties with the audio. I don't know if it's OBS or it's the emulator I'm using that's causing it, but there are just some kind of like artifacting and kind of. So if it sounds gross, I promise it doesn't actually sound like that, you know, in the program or in LSDJ. But just however I'm using OBS to record, it's not exactly getting the audio 100% right, and it's kind of got some artifacting. It sounds really gross, but hopefully you do get the gist and everything. Now this F command thing, it can be used more effectively, but this is just a really quick and easy way to, because this bass line would just sound, you know, kind of bland otherwise. So using those F commands, it can really improve like the sound of your bass. And I just you know, just experiment with different wave sounds and using the F commands in the table and in this command line on the phrase screen, and just like experiment with that, and you can get some really neat sounds. I used it here later in the track as well. I think I'll play that and then in this quick little video. So yeah, that's going to be it for this quick little tutorial. If there's anything else you guys would like to see, or maybe I plan on doing some rundowns of other tracks as well, and like interesting instruments and stuff that I use. And also check out my album when it comes out. It'll be coming out soon, probably later this year, or maybe even January of, you know, actually I may be able to get it by the end of the year. I don't know, but just check out my Bandcamp and check out my SoundCloud and everything. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. If there's any other tutorials that you'd like to see, or for LSDJ anyway, anything like that, you know, leave a comment or hit me up on Twitter or something. So that's gonna be it. Thanks for watching.